Sa lalaki, you want to be swallowed. Drink more water. Drink more water. Kasi it really gets spunky kapag...
Drink more water, baby! Let's go!
Let's go, guys!
Let's go, Kuya Chris.
Kudazzers!
Ayun.
Really, drink more water.
Drink more water. Kasi ako, like, with a guy, even with just the smell, you're dehydrated. Alam kong dehydrated ang guy kapag just the smell of the spunk.
Oh, this is the smell of the tamod.
Just the smell of the tamod, I know. That it's, yung mga sinasabi na, ay nako, ayoko na may tamad kasi amoy Zonrox. Girl, pa-check mo na yung jowa mo.
Wait, that's weird. Kasi nakakaamoy naman ako ng... Ay na, nakakaamoy pa nakaamoy. Parang I never had that smell ng amoy Zonrox.
I have experienced it. Sabi ko, yun yung sinasabi ng amoy Zonrox. Yeah. You know who always complains about their tamod like smelling like Zonrox or thinking it's normal that their tamod smells like Zonrox? Teenage boys. Because their food is so unhealthy.
But I never...
Wait, teenage boys complain that theirs
No,
are...
they don't complain that they just describe it as such. Na parang, kasi amoy
Why are they
Zonrox
smelling it themselves?
Because teenage boys are nasty. You've been there.
I know, but I don't smell it.
Didn't you ever had that moment na parang during the first time na nag-ejaculate ka, parang, what's this? What's this shit? Smells like Zonrox. Parang sa akin kasi parang, something happened. Parang ganun lang. And then I just left it at that.
Actually, fun fact, and I think Ali Wong also said this in her comedy special. You know when you scratch your crotch, there's this inexplicable urge to sniff your fingers.
Just scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff. Not anything you scratch on your body, you parang pinipigilan mo yung human condition is telling you, huwag mo amuyin girl, not in public. Yung may ganun. Pero gusto mo siyang amuyin. It's because it's an instinct to check if you have an illness. Kung merong noxious ba sa secretions mo.
So ano siya, it's evolutionary.
Yes, it's evolutionary.
Nung mas evolved pa yung olfactory glands natin.
Nade-detect mo kung may...
Tama ba yung mga scientific?
Yes.
Olfactory!
Yeah. Thank you.
So yun, dun mo siya na-check. Kaya nga, di ba, pag when you have like vaginal or genital discharge or tinatanong ng doctor kapag nagpapacheck up, have you noticed anything smelling fishy, yeasty, yung mga ganon kasi nga chine-check yung amoy na ganon. But then, speaking of smells,
Diba? Tanong, nurse.
Yes.
So, di ba naiiba yung amoy right before a woman is about to have their period?
yeah.
Okay, I knew it. Because...
So you're one of those guys.
What guys? What? No, that was just... What? No, there was just this one time where I was like, it didn't smell bad, but it was
different.
It smelled different that I recognized, but it was with a different woman, right?
Yeah.
So, but I was like, oh, I smelled this with that other woman that I know, like, was about to go on her period. So I was like, oh, is this the smell of the pre-period smell?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
How does that smell like?
But it's not bad, but it's unique. It's like a specific one.
Look at Click Chris, your pussy gourmand.
Let me swish it out. And spit. Factory. Inhale. You have to inhale.
You know, I had a guy friend once described na parang it was so random. Parang I don't know what kung I don't know kung anong pinagdadaanan niya that day. Parang we were in front of this cafe we always frequent.
Yeah.
Sabi niya, you know what pussy tastes like? Sabi niya, you know what pussy tastes like? Uishi, man.
What?
Oishi?
Sabi niya, Uishi, man.
Oishi? The shrimp crackers?
Yeah. Sabi ko, what?
I need to talk to his girlfriend. There's something wrong.
Oishi.
Sabi niya, Uishi, man. Tapos parang,
Yeah. There's something wrong.
I mean,
There's something amiss.
I mean, I don't know how did our conversation go there, but sure, yeah, tell me more.
Yeah, I mean, different pussies, different tastes.
Yeah.
That's what I found out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Exactly, you wouldn't know. But yeah. yeah. But yeah, different taste. Pero yun nga, is namin Kuya Chris na the smell before...
Bago maregla.
Yeah.
Ano siya? Hindi naman malansa.
Hindi, it's like there's a iron.
Oh, maybe
Like
iron.
steel.
Yeah.
It's like steel. You can
Maybe it's the
smell-
blood.
Yeah,
it's
the blood.
preparation of the blood, right?
Yeah, you can smell it.
Yeah, so it's like because I've also smelled like wow, ano ba yan, ganon, and then so I knew that was bad. And I was so young and I was so like scared that I didn't tell her and so I just stopped and then I was like, what's wrong? She said, and I was like, I don't know, it's just me, ganon. Like I'm not ready, ganon. Umiyak pa ako that time because I didn't want to tell her to make her feel bad.
Yeah.
I think I should have told her just for health stuff. Diba? But I remember being so surprised. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Ganon. And then, but the one before the regla, it's not bad. It's not like parang may sakit. It's just
And to
obvious.
use your word, unique.
Unique.
Yeah.
It's a unique, I think, iron smell that's like preparing.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, cool. As a bayawak, right?
As a
Just to
bayawak.
clarify this bayawak thing, because I was also like knighted as a official male bayawak, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean you date majority AFAM, like
No.
foreigners?
That's not a
Hindi
requirement
naman.
naman.
But because the main appreciator of bayawak beauty, so to speak, are AFAMs because we do not fit the conventional Pinoy beauty standards, unfortunately.
Okay. So you're saying because of the colorism in the Philippines,
Yes, because of
Yes.
colorism.
which glorifies like lighter skin to
Colorism and
size. like that.
at the same time yung prescriptive aesthetics natin when it comes to beauty, pagpapatangos ng ilong, pagpapa-shape pagpapalo ng cheeks, yung mga ganung bagay. That affects yung basically with the bayawak is it's not necessarily hindi siya kailangan AFAM ng i-date mo.
But it's common.
But it's common.
Because of the circumstances nga na yung preferential beauty.
So I'm not that unofficial bayawak then because I've only hooked up with one foreigner, one white
And
girl.
it's funny kung saan niya nakahook up. Pero, if anything that proves your bayawak status, according to Kuya Chris, the only white girl he hooked up with was
Is in
here.
Boracay!
Is in Boracay!
There's nothing more bayawak than a brown person hooking up with a white person on a beach!
Sa Boracay!
I was like, sige, go, exotify me.
Tapos, maganda pa na dapat yung mga modes mo, hindi shit, parang, tayo na. Parang kininam.
Hindi TikTok mo!
Parang kinis ka.
Imas!
I was like, this is decolonization.
Kininam imas ka siya.
Sa bansa.
Nakakatawa kung Panalo, iba rin.
But you know what I'm seeing now though? There's more people even in Manila that are just teaching their kids English.
Oh, yeah.
Which I don't like. Like my brother is teaching my nephews speak more English than they speak Tagalog. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, teach them Tagalog.
Pero yun kasi right now even that's the very interesting part the competition yung inculcation or the sense of competition already starts at home.
Yes.
Because you're not teaching to me what I'm getting is you're not teaching your kids English because you want them to be very marami siyang alam na lengguwahe. You're teaching them English for them to be able to compete.
Yeah.
In the fast evolving world.
Yeah.
That privileges English, and you can't necessarily blame them.
But I think that's what's wrong about some people who prioritize English sa pagtuturo sa mga anak nila. It's because they're placing already privilege in that language.
Yeah.
And it's a language. Tagalog is a language, English is a language. Why would you put special privilege on English, and the kid grows up thinking that I am more important than this other kid because I know
how to speak English better.
Yeah, exactly. And I think yun yung deeper problem when it comes to using English in bringing up a child or just in schools even. Kasi it's cultural You have to have the desire to wanting to learn a language should come from upbringing, from nurture But at the same time, I forgot who said it, na the one way you kill a nation or a culture is to kill the language. And I probably some people would be mad hearing this, na parang, no, I'm not less of this just because I don't know how to speak this.
Yeah.
But then you cannot ignore the fact that not knowing a language deprives you of understanding the culture deeper.
Yeah, kind of like the conversation in class kahapon. Like for example, rice. The example given was rice. Rice is different for
rice is different from kanin.
Parang I don't think Americans will ever understand when they say rice, it's wheat. But then for Filipinos, when you say kanin, it's not just wheat. It's not. We don't think of it as vegetable. We think of it as this essential
part of daily
life.
Nourishment.
Without which,
it's not Filipino.
It's not Filipino.
Yeah.
There are people who would rather eat rice kesa mag-ulam. Di baling walang ulam, basta may kanin.
Basta may only rice.
Only rice. Hindi nila maintindihan yon. So parang how can you claim na you can parang identifying as something is one thing, pero you have to live the experience. Parang I can claim na I want. I'm sorry. I'm going to be very politically incorrect. I could, for example, punta ka America and then I claim I want to be black.
Yeah.
But then, hindi ko naman lived yung experience nila.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun? So it's very hard. Or at the same time, I don't speak the way they do.
Yeah.
In the sense that I'm not saying it's different, pero alam mo yun, the way they go about it.
Yeah.
It means it's little to me. So how can I identify myself fully?
Yeah.
Parang I can commiserate, I can empathize, I can sympathize, but I cannot fully claim that I am in full identification of it.
What kind of makes it clear to me about why it's somewhat of an issue is because in the US, there's a lot of Phil-Ams born there, raised there, or even those who moved when they were younger who've lost their language and are so sad about it. But it comes also from the effect of assimilation where a lot of their own parents didn't want to teach their kids Tagalog, Filipino, Ilocano because they're like, it's going to affect your accent, right? And then you'll get bullied. I even have friends who've said that their own elementary school teachers told their parents, hey, just talk to them in English because it's affecting their ability to like hang out with other kids like that. So there's like reinforcement of loss of language, right?
Yeah.
Then I come here and then I see locals, more so in Manila, that are like just English focused, right?
Yeah.
That's why it affected me hella when my own nephew was like, oh, I don't know what that means in Tagalog, right? Even in my Balaktot Tagalog, right? I know more, right? Even if he's raised here, right? And that kind of comparison is crazy because you have Phil-Ams who are so sad and they're trying to learn in college, trying to get it back, right? Just so sad that they don't understand their native tongue, right? And so that's why whenever I'm here, I'm like, fuck, I gotta work on my Tagalog. I gotta use it more and also make sure. I actually tell my little nephew, what are the two languages you need to know? English and Filipino. Like that. So I'm trying to ingrain it in his mind, right? That's why I do appreciate even if it is Taglish, right? Even if it has English, it's still incorporating, right, English and not prioritizing one over the other.
Right? But that's part of the struggle of trying to negotiate identities, because here you have Phil-Am kids or Phil-Am millennials.
I genuinely felt sad when he said that. I felt my tears welling up because I can imagine. I'm trying to imagine these fellow Filipino young people in the States probably who are taking up classes to learn their language again. And I'm imagining people who are trying to reclaim something which should have been inherently theirs. Na parang you're attending classes to claim something that should have been yours from the beginning. That's really sad.
But then they have to let it go in order to survive.
Yeah.
So part yun ng...
But then is it?
I don't think it's necessary to let go to survive, but it was the result of trying to minimize attention being caught on you, minimize discrimination, right? It's a survival mechanism, right? But it's not necessarily the most effective, right? That's why I can't blame them, right? I'm not trying to make them feel bad, like, you don't know your language, putang ina, you're not Filipino, right? But it's like, shit, you don't know? Oh yeah, maybe because it's discrimination. You grew up in an area with not a lot of Filipinos. Your parents didn't want you to get bullied. But okay, now try to learn, right? Try to use it. Surround yourself with people, right?
You have to, para maintindihan mo yung kumbaga yung bagsak nung yung tunay na laman
ng kultura, di ba?
Yeah.
Iba talaga when it's Tagalog though. I always say yung pagmamahal is different in Tagalog. Like the courtship ligawan is different when you're in Tagalog. There's a different feel to things in another language, right?
Yeah,
that's why I think it's tied. I agree.
Kasi when you say love, it's more action But when you say mahal, may value it's value laden Not only do you love the person, but you parang in a way it's you put it in a very monetary ba? Kasi mahal is expensive. It can be translated to expensive, so meron siyang ganong resonance.
Meron.
Alam mo, it's fun to be able to to understand yung mga ganong yung ganon.
Pero yun nga, Kuya Chris mentioned na a lot of that adjustment or assimilation that happened in their communities is because of the decision that was made by the parents who raised these millennials. And I think yun yung negotiation that we're trying to parang reconstruct now We have this we had this talk among us friends na who are bayawak na. Okay, more or less there's a possibility we may end up marrying someone who's not Filipino. And we promised each other this. We will not raise kids who do not know how to speak Filipino. Kasi why is it possible? Kasi when I lived in Cebu, I studied there for a bit, and
2 years.
I was a year or more. I was surrounded by halfies, by Filipino.
Na fluent mag-Cebuano.
Oo, may iba na hindi. Na they're only fluent in English and the language of their father or their foreign parent. Na parang meron akong friend na he's fluent in Dutch and English, nothing else. And then when I asked him, like, why can't he speak Cebuano? Not even Tagalog, just Cebuano. Because I was never taught it. Even my mom assimilated to Dutch. Like in the household, my mom would only speak in Bisaya or Cebuano to our help. But not to my dad. And I think I think the decision should be changed in parang the parents, mga magiging parents din. Na yes, there is undeniably an unfair advantage placed by society on English. But then you have to understand that the transmission of culture is your responsibility as a parent.
Because you're the first teachers
The transfer of culture is important in raising a child, not just equipping them with tools na makakapag-compete sila. But who are they as individuals? Na yun yung kailangan mo ring in-nurture sa bata, I think. And ako thankful ako na even though my mom really taught me English from she told me that was my first language. But then she quickly recognized that no, my daughter cannot go to school like this na hindi niya alam yung lengguwahe ng people. So she had to make sure that I knew both languages.
Tunay.
You even, what's very resonant with me though is even if I visit province areas, rural communities, even the Lumad students who are bakwit at UP, some of them know like 4 languages. They know their local Manobo, they know Bisaya, Tagalog, and English.
Yeah,
like,
so
shit,
it is possible.
It's possible. Like what the fuck? How come the more privileged ones with higher class in Manila don't know shit?
Because they have
right?
lesser place to negotiate with.
Yes. There's no necessity for them to communicate because they're already in the positions of power where they can easily flow and everybody is in service to their English-speaking tendencies.
Alam mo, kung i-raise lang natin yung bar of discourse para konti, para college class na to eh. But then let's not go there.
We need some bastusan.
Huwag kayo mag-alala. Mga kapitbahay, huwag kayo mag-alala. Aabot tayo dyan. Aabot tayo dyan. Hindi walang Kudazzers episode ang nag-end nang walang nagpuputahan.
Oo, kailangan natin magputahan. You know what I've noticed about Phil-Ams and Filipinos outside the Philippines in general? You have way more Filipino tattoos than us. Way more. Like, shout out. Like, you have way better, like, Filipino tattoos than us here.
Maybe it's because it's still highly like stigmatized here, especially in terms of religious impact, right? Even my mama was like, if you mark your body, that's marking your soul and stuff like that. Of like why it says in the Bible not to mark your body, like that. So and it's highly religious still here in the Philippines.
Ayun ako, gusto ko magpatato, gusto ko magpabutas ng ilong, pero gigilitan ako ng magulang ko kung ginawa ko yun.
See. That's why when I got my tattoo, I made it for family, for my mom, so she can't get mad. Mama!
Yung kaya una kong tataan ng Florinda at Mariano Garcia.
My mom's name is Flora, so I got a flower. I said, Mom, look.
It's
look,
you.
It's you. It's you. Tapos, and my dad's name, CDG, on top. And they're next to each other, right? And then, pero they already separated. Diba? Hiwalay na sila. And my mom was like, why is your dad on top of me? Huh? Why? Because the letter is on top of the flower. And I'm not a flower, I'm a swan. It's like, shit, putangin na, I have to get a swan now. So I got a swan. See, Mama, see swan sa loob. Dito.
Oh my God,
Yeah, so yung una was a flower dito. Because her name is Flora. So I had to get the swan. And then when I showed it to her, she's like, parang galit siya, pero I could see the smile inside.
It's like the mama already have the pamalo, but then she sees it's her. Just like
Sige na nga.
Sige na. That's the secret.
Kaya una kong gawin. Kaya nagpatato ako. Pero pangalan mo.
Rose for Lola. It's for Lola. Don't you love your mama? Oh.
Wala, hindi nga gagana. Bubugbugin pa rin ako niya.